Okay, so let's talk about the step up, which might be the most butchered glute exercise in existence, but it can be really great when we set it up well and execute it well. The number one mistake that I see is people having a box that is too high for them. It's gonna take them out of the active range of the hip, and it's not gonna let you have a really powerful step up. And so what I want, because I can't be there for each and every one of you guys to set up the perfect box height for you, is I want you to set up something that is a couple inches below your knee. Again, if you don't have as much customizability as I do, you can't stack whatever bumper plates you want, you don't have those little steppers, I'm gonna show you what to do if you only have a bench. But your goal is to get something that's about a couple inches below your knee. And what that's gonna allow you to do, it's gonna allow you to do the movement really well without propelling off the back leg or losing active range at the front hip. And so your form's gonna be pretty simple, don't overthink it. You're gonna keep your weight over the front foot, and you're just gonna step up without using that back leg very much. That back leg's gonna do something. It's never gonna be just this dead leg, and that's okay. But if you catch yourself bending and propelling up off that back leg, you know you're using it too much. I want you to lean over that front foot, dumbbells at your side, step up, and control the descent with a soft landing. Now, I highly recommend at least trying this technique where you hold on to something for stability. And now, obviously, instead of holding dumbbells in two hands, you'll be holding a dumbbell in one hand. I recommend holding it in the same side leg, but it really doesn't make that big of a difference. So you'll see my left hand is holding the rack for stability, right hand has the dumbbell, and then I'm stepping up here. The benefit of doing it this way is I don't have to worry so much about stabilizing. The whole balance component is a whole lot less daunting. My left hand is taking care of that balance component, and I can just focus on working hard in the movement, in the muscle that I want to be working. Now I want to show you guys what it will look like if the box height is too high. So this box height is so high that I'm going to need to really propel myself up there. And every rep is going to be more of this momentum-driven step as hard as I can. And there's going to be a lot more utilization of the back leg than we want. Now I could probably try and do this a bit slower without propelling on that back leg, but it's just too high for me to do this really well with a lot of control and primarily focus on working the glutes. You'll get a lot more quad as well this way here. So what do you do if you don't have the nice customizable bumper plates or a stepper where you can really customize the box height and you only have a bench to work with, but when you stand next to the bench, you realize that it's a bit high for you. Now the bench is probably still fine for me. It's below my knee joint, which means I'll probably be able to still, get in here and work hard with it. But if I wanted to customize it a little bit more and maybe bring the bench down a little bit, obviously I can't bring the bench down and I can't change my height. But what I can do is I can put a bumper plate here on the floor and I can elevate myself a little bit. And what that's gonna do is now if I stand next to it, I'm an inch or two taller, which will bring the bench down an inch or two, which will allow me to get the height that I want out of the box. And so if you only have a bench, what you can do is you can elevate the floor a little bit to kind of customize that height a little bit more.